America's top travel magazine named Charleston the best city in the nation, so it's no secret that people are flocking here. But people from all over the world come to MUSC for our unparalleled expertise year after year. Maybe that's why so many national organizations invest in our breakthroughs and why so many of the world's top doctors continue to join us. So while Charleston's magnetic draw may not surprise you, we wanted to remind you about ours. MUSC, changing what's possible.
Also got the England-Italy game on. Italy 2-1 up over England in that group stage World Cup match. Hopefully we're not spoiling that for you if you're listening to the game live. Should be a good match tonight, as we heard in the pregame with Dana Lucas. The Battery looking for a home win. LA Galaxy looking to rebound after suffering their first home loss since early April. So it's a surprise package, this LA Galaxy team, and we'll just have to see how they cope with the Battery tonight. My name's Andrew Bell. I'll be bringing you this game live with Dana Lucas alongside me. And it looks like we're just headed to the anthems here at Blackboard Stadium. We're going to take one more short break. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff for you. Battery versus Galaxy up next on Sports Radio 1450 AM. And welcome back to Blackboard Stadium. Just got to turn the mics up there. It's Battery versus LA Galaxy 2 USL Pro action for your listening pleasure tonight on Sports Radio 1450 AM. Of course, it's a festival of soccer right now around the world. And England 2-1 behind against Italy in that game in the World Cup. But the Battery now have to switch their attention to league play. USL Pro, of course, continues during the World Cup, and the Battery take on a tricky opponent tonight, LA Galaxy 2. Let's run through the starting lineups. LA go with Lorendi in goal, Steres, Ventnor, Diallo, Emery, the back four. Djojkovic, Stoichkov, Garcia, Jameson in the midfield. Charlie Rugg, partners Jack McBean up front. Charleston with Cooper in goal, Ajeti back in the lineup for the first time for almost a year. Emmanuel Ajeti, the Ghanaian, with the captain Colin Falvey, Sean Ferguson, John Wilson round out the back four. In the middle it's Sanyang, Van Schaik, Lewis and Griffith. Mamadou Diouf will partner Dane Kelly up front, and away we go here at Blackboard Stadium. Charleston with early possession. Ferguson on that left foot, rolls it up to Van Schaik. LA pressing the Battery, and they win possession back quickly with a throw in here on this near side. My name's Andrew Bell. I'll be your host tonight. Thanks for joining us, both on the webcast and locally on Sports Radio 1450 AM. Dana Lucas alongside me.
Thanks.
And an early bit of pressing from LA, and they have the ball, Dane.
Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, LA, this is going to be something that they want to do early, is get out, force the issue on Charleston a bit.
That's good work, but he's offside there, the midfielder, Stoichkov.
Charleston hasn't played in a couple weeks, so just got to get back into the rhythm a little bit, and I think LA come into this game knowing that it's been something that's plagued this team in black and yellow in this first half of the season. It are the slow starts, the unwillingness to put the ball in the back of the net. I'm sure they're plenty willing, just the inability to do so.
It's been a strange first half to the season for the Battery. They've showed signs of brilliance, signs of absolute mundaneness, and I would say in their defense the schedule hasn't helped them that much, but they really need to start stringing some wins together if they fancy their chances of getting into the playoffs, as Lewis, the loanee from Vancouver Whitecaps, caught offside.
Well, the one thing, Andrew, that the Charleston Battery can take some solaces in is the back line. The defense has been fantastic in the first 12 games of the season, allowing only 10 goals. The problem is up top, 11 goals in 12 games, and only one goal from each striker that's on the sheets right now in Dane Kelly, Cordovez, and Mamadou Diouf.
And on the other hand, LA have been off to an absolute cracker in their first season as a pro team. The affiliate team of LA Galaxy. This is the USL Pro side, the official USL Pro affiliate, and they've done very well. They started the weekend in second position in the USL Pro standings, so they've been doing it right, of course. And here they are now on the ball as it's popped forward. It'll be controlled now by a veteran MLSer in Sanyang. It's not a good clearance from the Gambian. The ball slipped forward to the top of the 18, worked out to this near side. It swung out to the back of the 18-yard box, but that's behind for a goal kick.
This is an LA team that is stacked with potential up top. You talk about guys like Charlie Rugg, Jack McBean, Bradford, Jameson the fourth. These guys are loaded with talent, and you would think that if they were on any other team around the USL Pro, they might be getting looks at getting the call up, but they've got guys like Landon Donovan and Keane to be competing with up in their affiliate team.
I'm sure the idea is to get them up, maybe not this year, but next year or the year after, and bring those young players through. That's the reason for the affiliations. That's the reason for the development and the relationship with USL Pro. Is Charleston look for a quick throw in there. LA have been the most free-scoring side in USL Pro this year. That's a good turn from Diouf. Turns towards the defender. He's being pinned down by the corner flag. And in the end, that'll be a throw for Charleston, right down by the corner flag on this near side. We're in the 4th minute here, no score. This is going to be my 7th and 8th hours of soccer today. Looking forward to a 9 and 10 later on. We've got the DVR working for the Japan-Côte d'Ivoire game. That's what it's all about. As Wilson comes in, blocks that one into touch, it'll be a throw-in for Galaxy 2. Down the line it goes. Sanyang beaten in the air. Wilson hooks it back forward. Diouf lets it run. Kelly can't get there, and it's a good clearance from LA to the halfway line. Charleston with possession, though.
Andrew, now you got me upset. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I didn't set the DVR for the game after this.
Unlucky. It's Jetty's first touch in a Battery uniform for almost a year, and it's a good one. As he sends it forward, it's great to have him back, the young winger.
How important is he? Just, I mean, not only depth, but he is so explosive from that back position. Obviously, defensively, he's a very sound player, but really his best attributes are when he's pushing forward, helping out in the attack. And talk about a quick wing out there on the far side. Quentin Griffith and Emmanuel Ajeti, something that really troubled defenses in USL Pro last season. And you see Griffith up top. He was able to push up a little more in the Orlando City game for really the first time this year.
Charleston will be awarded a free kick there for an offside.
And he was finding success down that right-hand side, was unable to really create any sort of, well, he created some opportunities, but none that amounted to any goals as the Battery got shut out 2-0 down there in Orlando.
Griffith plays at right midfield today. Ajeti at right back. He's a natural left footer, Ajeti, so watch him to come in on that left foot. That's a poor touch from Sanyang. It'll be a throw-in for Galaxy 2 now. Wide on the far side. We're inside the first 6 minutes here. No score at Blackboard Stadium in this USL Pro match. Hooked away by Charleston as they defend the throw-in. It's headed up to the halfway line. LA concede possession to Van Schaik. He loses possession in the run of play, and here come LA now. Got through the legs of Sanyang. Maybe a chance for a strike on this near side. The ball sent across, and it's behind by the Battery to concede a corner kick. Let's see who's going to come over and take it for LA Galaxy 2. It's number 25, Rafael Garcia on the right foot, so an outswinger here for the first corner of the match. As the players wait in the middle. Here it comes in at the near post, and that one will miss the target. And it'll be a goal kick for the Charleston Battery and their Cuban goalkeeper, Adisnor Cooper, who did play in World Cup qualifiers, 3 World Cup qualifiers for the Cuban national team before defecting to join the Battery. The Battery's Quentin Griffith also featured in World Cup qualifiers for Antigua. Marked Landon Donovan in the games they played against the USA. Actually watched one of those matches down in Tampa. Diouf tries to poke that forward, looking for Kelly. Looked like he was being held there. The referee saw nothing wrong. And LA get it down the line. Here they come now. Haven't really seen the flowing attack that we expected so far, but earlier days here, of course, LA coming from the West Coast for this game. Oh, Lewis loose with that touch, gives possession away. Nicely worked out to this near side. Swung into the back, but there's no one there for LA Galaxy, and the Battery will get a throw in on the far side. We're 8 minutes in at Blackboard Stadium. You're live here locally on Sports Radio 1450 AM. We're also live on the Charleston Battery YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Good bit of play there by Jack McBean, just pinching in a bit to help out his midfielders. Little 1-2 over there on the side with Djokovic. And that's something that he and Charlie Rugg really don't mind doing, is coming back, playing that sort of secondary striker role, helping out in the midfield and allowing the other partner in attack to sort of stay up, make those runs through the box.
Falvey will hook that one to the halfway line. It's a challenge there from Kelly, who's saying he got caught in the face. Maybe an arm was high, but Charleston will continue here with Lewis. The referee could stop that if he wanted to, because it looked like a head injury. Kelly gets to his feet, holding his face. He looks to be in some pain. The referee ought to stop the game, really, as there's a foul at the edge of the 18-yard box. He's got to stop the game, surely. Now he does finally. Any suspicion of a head injury, Dane, they ought to blow the whistle immediately.
Yeah, he was trying to play advantage, but in this situation, I don't think it's a situation where you want to play that advantage, because Charleston did have a couple numbers forward, but Kelly was writhing on the ground in pain, and you want to give a chance for the trainer to get out there as quickly as possible when you got an injury on the head.
Scores, stats, news, and more exclusively on USLProSoccer.com, and visit the USL Pro fan page on Facebook at facebook.com/USLPro. Twitter, make sure to follow at USL Pro on Twitter for all the latest updates. And Nike is a proud sponsor of USL Pro. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Good header away there from LA. And here's Griffith. Turns it on. First time ball. Kelly is offside, and it wouldn't have counted as it's palmed over the bar for a goal kick.
Well, Kelly was off, but I don't think Diouf was, who after that shot was taken, had his hands on the top of his head. Not sure the communication was there for Diouf and Kelly. I think he would have been in on goal. Excuse me, Andrew.
Every USL Pro regular season and playoff game streams live on YouTube in 2014. Features include DVR chat, social media, and interactivity. Subscribe for free to the Battery's YouTube channel today. Little flick header on there from LA. As we get the reads out of the way here in first half action at Blackboard Stadium, as Van Schaik brings it down. He has a look up. He's got Kelly into a good position there. Good defensive touch from LA. Kelly's got the pace to win the ball back, though. Tried to turn towards goal. Now he does. Back it goes to Van Schaik. They've dragged a central defender out of position as Sanyang plays it forward. Lovely one-touch stuff from the Battery as Kelly's one-touch pass goes awry, and LA can bring it away on this near side. Flag will go up again for offside there.
Nice bit of intricate passing in the attacking third for Charleston Battery. Jared Van Schaik pushing up and really starting things off from the middle of the park. And back earlier in the season when Charleston was getting some results, playing well against some really quality opponents, Jared Van Schaik was sort of that guy who was starting everything. He was assisting, he was scoring goals. Sort of, not quieted down a little bit, but settled into his role, and Charleston will be looking for him to step up here tonight against a very good LA squad.
Good touch there from Dane Kelly to get it to Griffith. Griffith sends it into the middle. It's headed away by LA, and Van Schaik gets to the loose ball first. Sanyang got caught there. Maybe the foot was up a little high. The referee allows play to continue as Griffith darts down the line. He got hit very hard on the far side. Well, they've certainly brought a physical style of play, at least so far, this LA Galaxy 2 team, as Griffith got absolutely decked there. It looked like they were both going for the ball, but there was some contact, and they're saying, come on, we need the trainer. So let's hope Quinton Griffith is okay. That's twice we've had a blow to one of the Battery players' heads. We're in the 13th minute here. No score. Charleston Battery 0, LA Galaxy 2-0.
The ball was there to be won, wasn't it? Just dangling in the air, and Quinton Griffith pays the price. He's been active here in the first couple of minutes.
Well, let's hope Griffith is okay. If he isn't, the Battery does have some options off the bench in the wide positions. We've got Chang Mena, or perhaps even Portillo, who's played there earlier in the year. He's sitting up now, Quinton Griffith. Looked like he got rocked by the LA defender. It was Jojkovic, I think. And a round of applause for Griffith, who's going to be okay. The referee's saying throw in, so no foul. Looked like the assistant was signaling for a free kick initially, but maybe he was just saying stop play and have a look at the player. So having received treatment, Griffith will wait for the signal of the referee to come back into the match. England, by the way, still trail 2-1 against Italy in the World Cup. Lovely touch there from Ajeti, who got caught, and it was Jojkovic again. Actually, it wasn't, was it? It was Jameson on this occasion who caught the Battery defender, and Charleston with an attacking free kick now from a good angle. They want to get this in at pace and try and test the LA Galaxy back four. Crowd up below us getting into the match here. It'll It'll be Van Schaik on that left foot with an in-swinging free kick. He swings it to the back of the 18. Falvey beaten in the air. It's hanging up there. Comfortable catch for Lorendi. Good goalkeeping for the Galaxy 2. Not number 1, number 41. Of course, part of the bigger squad. There's no high numbers here today.
Fairly evident what Van Schaik was trying to do there on that last set piece. It was Colin Falvey just drifting off to the back post and hit it with a bit more pace to get it there to the captain.
Good run from midfield there from Van Schaik, who's in behind. Can he hold off the defender? Pulls it into the path of... He tried to pull it into his path as he tried the little trick there, but he went to ground and couldn't get any help from the referee, who says no, there's no penalty there. It's a good clearance from LA Galaxy.
There's certainly a decision to be made, but I think the referee, the man in the middle, makes the right call. It wasn't enough contact in the box to draw the penalty.
15 minutes in, no score. As Van Schaik sends it backwards to Ferguson, then all the way back to Cooper. Clip long there by the battery. That's not going to work as it goes from one end to the other. It's straight through to the goalkeeper, Lorendi. Been a good start to this match. First 15 minutes. Game's starting to settle down a little bit now as Van Schaik finds his midfield partner in Sanyang. That is swept out to the far side to Emmanuel Ajeti. Now Falvey. A couple of MLS teams interested in Ajeti, apparently, as Van Schaik is tackled over there. It'll be a throw-in for the Battery, who are trying to take the game to LA a little bit now after a bright start for the visitors. Kelly appeals to the referee. Looked like a high boot there that may have caught him in the head as well, but the referee says no, get on with it. Offside the decision again, as LA just caught napping there. Let's see, who was that? Number 32, McBean. He was on the wrong side of the Battery defender's shoulder. So a free kick for Charleston. Falvey from the halfway line. He's going to try and clip this one out to the far side. It wasn't the best free kick, and Sanyang wins the loose ball and then gives it away, and then that's up through the under the foot of the LA player. That's unfortunate, and it'll be a throw-in for the Battery. Wilson looking up the line for Diouf, beaten in the air, throw-in again for the Battery. Good header again from LA. Diouf and Lewis go for the same ball. Lewis finds possession, slots it down into the channel for Van Schaik, who tackles and wins it back. Well played. Now Lewis swings it into the middle, easy for Lorendi, who takes a comfortable catch.
Van Schaik is trying to put his mark on this game early on, isn't he? He's been already up top, flirting around the attacking third, trying to create some chances for his team.
Deep cross from John Wilson. Kelly, the target, won't get there. It'll be a goal kick for LA Galaxy 2. We've played 18 minutes. Charleston 0, LA 0 the score.
Andre Lewis is going to be a guy to watch out for here with a couple more targets. Dane Kelly and Mamadou Diouf, up top playing as paired strikers. Lewis is just going to drop back in the middle of the park and just wait for them to offer him any sort of supporting runs. More than capable of connecting.
Good work from Andre Lewis, who looks up and he picks out Griffith with a good ball out to the far side. Quinton Griffith in possession. Swings it in deep, but that's a poor cross from the Antiguan. And it'll be a goal kick for LA Galaxy 2.
Maybe just shaking off the cobwebs from that knock over there on the far side. Quinton Griffin usually puts in a better ball than that.
Member of the Antiguan national team, actually voted Antigua and Barbuda Sportsman of the Year for 2013. Ferguson for the Battery, hits it long. There to be one at the halfway line, and Sanyang finds the loose ball and picks out Ajeti, who will push forward now down that right channel. Across comes Jameson to block him. And now Falvey caught as he hit that one away. It's a throw-in for Charleston though. Down the line it goes. Griffith flicks on looking for Dane Kelly. Kelly turns and looks for the help from the referee again. Nothing given. He's not having much success there. Dane Kelly so far. It's Wilson who'll try and flick it forward to Diouf. Diouf, lovely first time ball. Lewis offside. Free kick LA Galaxy.
Good bit of vision there by Diouf to come back, check back to Wilson, and set on Andre Lewis on this near wing. Dane Kelly seems to be just getting a bit frustrated by the physical nature of this first 20 minutes. He's been knocked around a few times, bumped and bruised. That's the sort of game he can flourish in if he has this time and the space.
He got high there. He made contact, good contact with the ball, but he came through the Battery player. Steres was it? And it'll be a free kick now for Charleston. Diouf's just saying the elbow was up there as he came through him, and the Charleston Battery did get the decision. It's Van Schaik, floats it up into the middle, headed away nicely by the striker for LA. It's Griffith who whips it back into a good area. Out comes the keeper and gets there first. Good goalkeeping again from Cody Lorendi.
How about the communication though? It was Diallo who looked to be going up. Could have been catastrophic for him and Lorendi, but called off was Diallo. And a very routine save made by the goalkeeper.
Good ball down the channel there. Ferguson doing his best to hold off the player and does well. It was Charlie Rugg trying to get around the Battery defender. Oh, the referee's given a corner. Well, what is that decision?
Well, obviously Ferguson didn't think so as he shepherded it out into touch.
Fairly innocuous to me, and the Battery coach is up off the bench. He's not happy. But it will be a corner kick for LA Galaxy 2 from this near side. Another outswinger coming from Garcia. It's sent into the back post, headed away by Sanyang, and that'll run away for a throw-in. Actually kept in on the far side. Oh, and tackled away. Charleston win it back. That was a bit casual, and here comes Charleston with Kelly, tackled on the far side. And up goes the flag. It'll be a throw-in for LA. Good defending again from the Galaxy.
How important was that? Just a little touch to spare the blushes of Jack McBean, who gave it away rather cheaply. Didn't know that Quinn Griffith was on his back, and had he collected it a bit cleaner, they were off to the races.
LA with possession at the halfway line. Steres just knocks it inside. Now Venter squares it out to the left. 23 minutes in, midway through the first half. No score here at Blackboard Stadium, 0-0. Steres again, just drops that down the line. Good run from midfield. Here come LA. Djojkovic tackled by Ferguson. Throw in LA Galaxy 2.
Nicely timed challenge there by the second-year man out of college at Charleston, just down the road from here at Blackbaud Stadium.
Just coming into the game a little bit more here. If as Lewis comes in and tackles to concede another throw-in. Charleston Battery away next weekend in Charlotte before returning home for a big game against the Richmond Kickers. The old rivalry rekindled here at Blackboard Stadium on June 27th. And that will be another throw-in, third in the sequence for LA Galaxy. Down by the corner flag on this near side. Here it comes. Charleston trying to force it back. And they do. But LA can build again here. Oh, that's a little bit loose as Griffith has got the pace and Kelly's onside. Here come the Battery. Dane Kelly into the box. Heavy touch. Good goalkeeping from Lorendi. Well, I tell you what, Griffith, fantastic midfield work. It's still opened up here. It's Quinton Griffith, who came flying into the tackle. First time pass picked out Kelly, who fluffed his lines. Wilson now for the battery. Caught. It'll be a free kick for Charleston.
Oh, Dane Kelly with a gilt-edged chance right there. In on goal, as just about everybody in the stadium and watching on YouTube saw. Beautifully done by Quinn Griffith to just out-hustle the one defender, Logan Emery. Touch it past him right into the path of Dane Kelly, and that'll be one never to see again for Dane Kelly.
Chance, though, for the battery, as they'll have a free kick here. It's Andre Lewis to take it. Trying to put some pressure on LA here. It's swung in, good ball into a good area, and it's in! And it's the captain, Colin Falvey, who breaks the deadlock. 1-0 Charleston.
I mean, should you just put all your money on Colin Falvey to score in big games? It's almost a certainty, virtually certain, is the number 32 to score a big header on a set piece in an important game, and that's exactly what he's done here today against the second place team in USL Pro. Beautiful ball in from Lewis, and Falvey was there with the authoritative header.
Good goal from the captain, a captain's goal. And the home side are 1-0 up here at Blackboard Stadium. Let's see what the response is like for LA Galaxy 2. Oh, he's given away, and Lewis, oh, he tried to bring him down, but Lewis gets away. Charleston have got their tails up here. Lewis goes to goal. Still going, Andre Lewis. Has a crack, and he misses the target. Goal kick.
Oh, well, he does so much. Perhaps he feels like he earned the shot, have a go at goal. But I think it was Quinn Griffith who may have been the better option, just waiting there at the top of the 18, had it on his right foot, and he could have set him up, but Andre Lewis thinking, I just gave an assist, why not give a crack at goal?
I'm hearing, actually seeing Italy 2-1 winners over England. Congratulations to Italy. They win the first match of that, of their World Cup campaign, as Lewis caught offside again. And I tell you what, I still can't get over the closing speed of Quinton Griffith. He came and crushed the LA Galaxy midfielder, first time ball, and he put Dane Kelly through. And Charleston unlucky not to have scored on that sequence, but they got a goal from the ensuing melee and the free kick that was that came from it.
Well, if they don't know that if they didn't know coming into this game that they cannot take a break, cannot relax for a second when Griffith's on the field, they certainly know now, 25 minutes in.
Burton Olfo up off the bench looking on. We're looking for a response here from his side, these youngsters from Los Angeles, as McBean got caught there by a battery player. It's going to be a free kick for LA Galaxy. Looked like the arm was up from Sean Ferguson, who's complaining. Los Angeles, by the way, they've scored 31 goals coming into this game. 3 more than Richmond or Orlando City. And lead the lead in goals scored. Let's see if they have someone who can strike it from the dead ball situation. It looks like it's going to be the corner kick taker Garcia. Rafael Garcia. Perhaps he's over it. Well, Djojkovic just placed it, but it looks like it would suit a right footer here. Charleston with a 3-man wall. So I wouldn't have another man if I was in goal there in the wall. And it's just chipped in. So Charleston have done their homework. They were expecting that. And they do well to get it away. It's cleared all the way back into the LA half. It's been a good start to the game here. Ball sent long, the arm up there, but Wilson strong enough to hold off the LA defender, and it's, I think correctly on that occasion, called a free kick. The arm of the striker came across John Wilson McBean it was, who just tried to gain an advantage there.
Well, it's been a good start for a neutral fan just watching, but if you're a Battery fan, this is a dream start going up 1-0 in the first part of the game. It's something that they have struggled to do mightily, especially here at home. Coach Anhauser puts so much of an emphasis in scoring that first goal, getting ahead and letting the defense settle in.
Lovely touch there from Van Schaik. It's sent across looking for Kelly. Diouf gets it forward to Dane Kelly. It's not going to come down for him, is it? He's tackled. Van Schaik again now. Pings it wide to Lewis. Lewis, one-on-one against the defender. Onto his right foot. Now he goes again. Now he gets the crossing. Good work to the back post, headed away by LA. Jetty with a strike from distance on his right foot. That won't trouble Cody Lorendi in goal.
Well, we all know he can do it, but a Jetty wanting to make his debut in 2014 with a bang from a 40-yard crack. Unable to do so off the half volley, though.
Steres just struggling a little bit to contain Andre Lewis on this near side. We'll see how that little duel plays out. There is Steres, who just drops a nice one down the line. Ferguson across, this time safety first from the Battery defender. It's into touch for a throw-in. Half an hour played at Blackboard Stadium. There's a second ball on the field here. You're listening live on Sports Radio 1450 AM. And we also have it for you, of course, on the Charleston Battery YouTube channel. There's a quick throw-in down towards the corner flag. Jojkovic, gets it back towards the middle, but it's under the foot. Wasn't a good clearance from Charleston. It wasn't the best ball across either from Rafael Garcia, the captain. It'll be a goal kick now for the Charleston Battery, who have a 1-0 lead here at Blackboard Stadium with 15 minutes to go till the break.
Charlie Rugg's name has barely been mentioned in the opening half hour of the game, and I think that'll frustrate Los Dos fans. He is a guy that is the focal point of this attack, really, at least in the last couple of weeks. He has been so important, especially in that 5-1 thumping over Dayton just a week ago.
It's a big games, haven't they? Score lines, rather. That's a good header away from LA, but Sanyang, we could have brought that down. Sanyang flicks the header forward, and he's got some running to do now as it's played through the middle. Too much pace on that. Natural grass surface here at Blackboard Stadium. Just in that transition period at the moment between the Rye and the Bermuda, but still terrific surface to play on here. Be very quick. We had some rain earlier to make that top layer a little bit greasy. That's a big kick out from Cooper, and LA are going to have to deal with this. And Diouf's come across. Good work from LA to get it away, but it'll be a throw-in from Charleston, who caused Galaxy just a couple of problems there. Diouf with his pace and power. Jetty with the throw. Back it goes to Van Schaik. First time ball for Sanyang. Quick turn away from the striker, and back it goes now to Ferguson. Lewis coming to show for it. He wants it to feed. It's sent forward to Dane Kelly. Lovely controlled chest across to the middle. It comes, and it's there for the taking, but it was clipped away by LA. Jetty in with a challenge to win it back. Diouf turns, goes to ground. Play on, says the referee. No foul. Well, I tell you what, that looked like a free kick as Griffith smacks it over the bar. It'll be a goal kick for LA. It looked like Mamadou Diouf got hammered there, didn't it?
Well, the referee seemed convinced that it was all ball, and if you look at it positionally, I mean, Diouf seemed to have the defender on his back.
He's saying he got all ball, but it was from behind.
Right.
He took the player out as well. I mean, you don't have a chance to really defend yourself there when you can't see it coming.
And I'm just thinking what the referee might have been thinking right there, because the ball did go skidding away, but obviously came through Diouf, and LA Galaxy 2 maybe getting away with one right there.
We saw some shocking decisions in the World Cup from the referees. Of course, these referees a long way from that standard. You just have to hope that they can keep the players safe. There was that one little incident earlier where there was that what looked like a head injury where play was allowed to continue. It looks like Diouf is up and okay. Comes across, he's hobbling off to this near side. It's going to be a goal kick now for LA Galaxy 2. We've played 34 minutes, 10 minutes to go till the break. Charleston Battery 1, LA Galaxy 2 0 the score. Bit of a tongue twister, LA Galaxy 2, but we I understand the rationale.
Los Dos.
There you go. The USL Pro affiliate team of the Galaxy, the big team, the marquee team of Major League Soccer for so many years. Kelly sticks his foot up there and wins it. Now here's Van Schaik. First time ball to Sanyang. Back it goes to John Wilson. Wilson will chip forward here for Kelly. Play on, says the referee. No foul. It looked like he had an argument there, Dane Kelly, but not given, as Ferguson being told to play that one away by his goalkeeper, and does so to concede a throw-in. And is Juve coming back in? Yes, here he comes now. Attacking throw-in for LA, taken quickly. Djojkovic gets it square, but it's comfortable for Cooper. 10 minutes to go till half-time. 1-0 the score, the home side in front. The battery going from right to left in the first half. LA in the all-white this evening. That one drops awkwardly, but it will be headed back to Lorendi. Nicely done. You can see the pace on the ball as it comes through. There's a loose touch, and Griffith in with a challenge on the far side. Well, big challenge from Quinton Griffith. It looked like they both went for the ball. Flag will stay down here. Chance for LA Galaxy. Falvey across on the cover. We got to get the trainers onto the pitch, surely. Griffith is prone on the ground. LA's player also struggling. No movement at all from Quinton Griffith. That was a big 50-50 challenge out there.
And neither player holding back from that challenge. Quinton Griffith got the worst of it. And his legs went flailing up in the air as he got turned head over heels. But how about on the other end? Beautifully worked there. Charlie Rugg off the head. And it opened things up. And Jetty had been caught a little out of position helping out Quinton Griffith trying to make a run. And it was left all for Falvey to take care of him by himself, and actually did a very good job getting back and just getting a touch on the shot.
The referee coming across, actually having a word with the official on the far side, who would have had a very good view of the way that challenge unfolded. Griffith sits up. He's holding his right leg. It's those kind of big challenges that you can damage a ligament so easily, of course. Likewise for the LA player. Both of them very brave going into the challenge. And what's the signal going to be? Let's see. Just keep an eye on the athletic trainers for both teams. Oh, they're saying substitution here for the Los Angeles Galaxy. Is that Diallo? It is Bradley Diallo. So, well, you hate to see it. It was a strong challenge, 50-50, and it looks like Griffith is going to be okay. Diallo, I'm not sure, is going to be able to continue. He's just walking off on the far side, having a word with the official over there. And LA Galaxy 2 forced to make an early change. They're on the front foot here. A free kick for, a corner kick on the far side. Everybody back defending for Charleston, and it's going to be Oscar Soto stripping off below us. He's going to come in a few seconds here. Corner comes in at the near post. It wasn't the best delivery. It's away first time by Charleston, throwing LA Galaxy, and Griffith back on the field. Charleston's two defenders collide with each other, and Jetty brings it away now, cuts inside, pings it forward. This time Griffith doesn't give chase, and here comes the change. And it's unfortunate that Diallo, unable to continue, he'll be replaced though by defender Oscar Soto.
And that's going to be a big absence in the middle of the park, in the middle of the defense. Diallo, Venter.
I've just got a feeling Steris is going to go across and play in the middle.
Right.
And you've got the fullback coming in there, Soto.
You look at Soto, and he's kind of got that frame of a winger. Steris moves into the middle of the park, and Steris, he's a hometown boy. He's a Galaxy product, but spent 2013 with the Wilmington Hammerheads.
Wilson shepherds that into touch. Yeah, no stranger to us here. Steres, picked up by LA Galaxy 2 after last season with Wilmington, Charleston's closest geographical rival. Well, that's the second poor kick we've seen from Cooper, straight into touch on the far side. He wasn't under much pressure either. LA turn with possession on the far side. Oh, he got around Falvey nicely. Chips it across, headed into the box, and it's Sanyang there to gather up the loose ball. They send it long. Kelly underneath it. Good first touch from Dane Kelly. He's waiting for Lewis to join in, just behind Lewis a bit there. Andre Lewis now. Soto, the defender, holds him up. He cuts a little reverse pass in. It's cleared away, only as far as Wilson. Wilson one-on-one with Soto. Turns towards the byline, but dribbles into touch. That'll be a goal kick for LA Galaxy 2, and that'll be a nice little first spell for Soto, who gets involved and fends off the battery's left back in the challenge.
Andre Lewis just holding up play there as he approaches the attacking portion of the pitch. And it seemed as though Mamadou Diouf and Dane Kelly made the same run diagonally into the box. And that's just something that's got to be worked out over time. Little communication issues at first. Remember, these two have not played much together up top, courtesy of a couple injuries that have plagued Dane Kelly so far this season.
Little back heel there from the Los Angeles striker. Doesn't come off. Charleston get it forward. It's left by Diouf. Lorendi smashes it downfield. It hangs up there. Volleyed away by Ajeti. And Diouf loses the battle in midfield to Stoikov. Tackling back, concedes a throw-in on the far side. 5 minutes to go till half-time. Charleston Battery 1, LA Galaxy 2-0. Throw comes forward, headed away by Charleston. Nice touch there towards Griffith. Big challenge again on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for Charleston. Emmanuel Ajeti, who spent the whole season with Charleston last year, just joining the squad a week or so ago. This is his first appearance in 2014. Popular player in the dressing room. They love having him back, I can tell you that. And versatile as well, of course. He can play on the left side, the right. He can also push forward and play in midfield, which opens up a few options for Coach Anhauser, Dane.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, coming in the last few games, Charleston was really short-handed in terms of defense. You look at a guy like Johnny Wilson, who isn't going to play every match throughout the course of the season. You got Falvey, who's prone to get his yellows and sometimes maybe a red or two here or there. Mueller's been knocked up a little bit, so it's all about who you have in depths. And Emmanuel Ajeti does nothing more than add some more depth and some more explosive power to the back line of the Charleston Battery.
Quick free kick taken by Steres, and then hit long by LA. That's a good ball out to the far side. Griffith's got some running to do to get goal side, which he is now. Play back into the middle to Stoikov. Jameson for LA. Sends it down the line, and Jetty is going to get there first. And well, Falvey looking for a free kick, not given, and it'll be a corner kick for the Galaxy.
Well, it was a cheap corner to give away, and I think he was assuming that the foul was to come, but it's not one where you want to look back and say, maybe we could have had that one back.
I think it's Garcia to take it. This time on his right foot, he can swing it in. Just couldn't get the distance on it the first time from this side. Couldn't beat the first man. He hit it a little low. Similar free kick, similar corner kick, but this time it was a good little glancing header, but it misses the target, and it'll be a goal kick for Charleston. But LA showing that they're capable of threatening from the set piece. 2 minutes to go in the first half, Dame. What do you think?
Well, LA's had their chances. I think when they've found successes, when they've been out wide and they've worked it through the middle. Quick little one-touch passing, trying to spring the two forwards, McBean and Rugg, into the box, whether it be a header or a little one-touch flick. But for the Battery, they've done well defensively. They've got that first goal off a set piece, had some other chances. And for me, Quentin Griffith has been great. Jared Van Schaik has been maybe the star of the show, getting up, getting forward, and also doing his duties in the back.
Yeah, it's probably one of those two early contenders for man of the match as the ball's played forward. Steris heads away, good distance on it. Sanyang turns into a bit of trouble but gets out of jail. It goes backwards and under the foot of Ferguson. We've seen that 3 or 4 times, both teams struggling with it, and I think that's the pace of the pitch here, you know, as Ajeti gets the ball somehow to Griffith, who brings it forward, looks for some movement. It's a little chip ball down the line for Mamadou Diouf. The clearance bounces kindly for LA, and wasn't the best ball out, but it finds its way out into touch off a Battery player. We're inside the last minute. It's a throw-in, last minute of the first half, I should say. It's a throw-in for LA Galaxy 2 here at Blackboard Stadium. Stay with us at the break. We'll have half-time coverage of the match for you. Half-time show coming up as LA Galaxy looked for a response before the whistle. Good tackle there, covering a lot of ground, Sanyang. Let's get ready for the fourth official to signal how much time we're going to have added on. Big kick out there from Cooper, who's getting good distance on his punts. Lovely touch there from Kelly. Kelly holds off the challenge, pushes forward, he gets away from the player. Still going, Kelly goes to ground. Wide of the target in the end. A bit of a passing shot, cross, whatever. No real danger for the goalkeeper, Lorendi. And we're into 3 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of the first half.
He's almost better at it with his feet when he's got a couple players to dribble around. When he's holding somebody off, we saw him a little earlier on when he had a clear-cut chance at goal and just took a heavy touch. Dane Kelly, so good in tight spaces.
The extra time is for the injuries we had, as ball there from the substitute Sorto, blocked into touch. Throw in LA Galaxy 2. Ball worked down the line. That's good football from LA, and he's going to have a go at Van Schaik, who kept his eye on the ball. Jameson trying to get around the Battery midfielder, who clips it into touch, and he's given a throw to the Battery there. I'm not sure what he's looking at, this assistant on the near side. That looked like it came off directly out from Jared Van Schaik. Coach for LA looking on, bemused. Play continues. Chipped forward here. Garcia works it out nicely to Sorto. Flat cross, headed away by Charleston. Logan gets it wide. Griffith in with a challenge. Throw in Galaxy 2. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Charleston 1-0 up. Would not want to concede here, the Battery head coach Mike Anhauser, as Ajeti heads away. Van Schaik sets it, and Griffith can't clear it. Dribbled into touch, wasn't it, there? Yes, it'll be a goal kick for Charleston, which will just about do it, you would think. Cooper will be in no hurry to take this goal kick. Referee glances at his watch. Sorry to say, we had an injury in the first half to Bradley Diallo. He walked off, so hopefully not too serious, but forced out of the game. Throw in LA Galaxy, halfway line. Sorto to take it. Steris hits it forward for Jameson. Tries to chip it over the top of Ferguson, who goes to ground. He was just waiting for any kind of contact there. He was going to drop to the ground and earns his side a free kick.
That's a veteran move from a very young player, isn't it? Sean Ferguson has learned, I can only assume, as a boatload in his year and a half pairing up with Colin Falvey in the back.
There's the halftime whistle. We're going to take a break. The score at halftime, Charleston Battery 1, LA Galaxy 2, 0. 1-0 to the Battery after 45 minutes. And we'll be back with more on Sports Radio 1450 AM.
America's top travel magazine named Charleston the best city in the nation, so it's no secret that people are flocking here. But people from all over the world come to MUSC for our unparalleled expertise year after year. Maybe that's why so many national organizations invest in our breakthroughs, and why so many of the world's top doctors continue to join us. So while Charleston's magnetic draw may not surprise you, we wanted to remind you about ours. MUSC, changing what's possible.
in Italy. So you just got to wonder if they can piece some of it together and put out a good World Cup performance.
Charleston Battery 1, LA Galaxy 0. Live USL Pro action for you here. The players are ready. The referee looks like he's ready, just tying his shoelaces. We did lose a player in the first half, so one change from the starting lineups as Oscar Soto came in to replace Bradley Diallo. And that the only change, I think, at this point. So both coaches with plenty of subs to make in the second half if needed. And I tell you what, playing in these conditions, the heat, and multiple games in quick succession, you do need to make those changes. Of course, USL Pro different than FIFA World Cup in that we get 5 subs, they only get 3. All right, here we go. It looks like we're ready to go here. LA Galaxy are going to have the ball once we get the second half underway. There's the referee's whistle. Second half underway, and it's given away by LA, and here come the Battery. Well, that was a bit casual from Charlie Rugg, who got caught in possession. I'm not sure what he was saying there to the referee. But Charleston take possession, and here they come now on this near side with the captain, Colin Falvey. Falvey clips it long, looking for the run of Diallo, headed away by LA. Van Schaik in to win it. Now here's Falvey. Rolls it up to Van Schaik. Thought about the long one. Over the top to Lewis. It's hit long by Cooper. That's a poor clearance. Falvey heads away, and Sanyan can bring it down in a bit of space. That's a good ball, and Griffith has shown his pace. He's going to get there first. He's around the defender. In on goal. Oh! Squared it for Kelly, but too much pace on it, and it's a throw-in for the Galaxy.
I think Kelly stopped his run right as he approached the 6-yard box, and thinking Quentin Griffith was going to have a go at it, instead elects to square it on over to the young Jamaican who had just stopped his run. Would have been a great way to start the second half for the Charleston Battery.
Well, Logan Emery has got his work cut out tonight, no question about it. He's been burned for pace there by Griffith, and he'll be hoping that doesn't come across to his side again, because Griffith has shown that he's got the beating of him for pace. Jetty plays it forward. Here's Van Schaik. Griffith pulls wide. It's Jetty again now on this near side. Falvey lumps it forward. Diallo working off the shoulder of the defender. Good recovery, though, from Venter. And it will have a attacking throw in here for the Battery on this near side.
Venter's knowing now that he's going to have to work overtime. Not just taking care of the middle of the park, but pinching over to the left-hand side, helping out Emery whenever he can as Quentin Griffith approaches the end line.
Griffith holding off the defender. Keeps it in play down there. They're looking for help from the official. It's actually a good clearance in the end from LA as Jetty goes to ground. I tell you what, it's a different Battery with him in the back four. He is full of energy. 48 minutes in. Charleston 1, LA Galaxy 2. There's still plenty of time for LA to find a way back into this game. This game's still there to be won for both teams as up goes the big challenge of McBean. Big thumping clearance from Charleston. Kelly off his chest finds Van Schaik. Now Griffith. Kelly trying to work round the line there, but it's a good challenge from Logan. Into touch it goes, throw in Charleston.
For me, if LA wants to get into this game, they're going to have to widen things up a bit and allow Garcia to be able to push up and sort of offer that center attacking position role where he can start to distribute as he pushes up from his defensive midfielding position.
Nice work there from Diouf to Kelly. Lewis fighting, keeps it alive. Now Wilson forward. Little pass for Dane Kelly and inside to Lewis. He was offside though, coming from an offside position. Free kick, LA Galaxy 2. There's some action, some activity on the LA bench below us. If he's going to make a change here early, well, he's not messing about, is he, Coach Anolfo? Could have done it at half-time, but I think he's going to make a quick change here at the start of the second half. I don't see an injury. So a tactical change coming as Wilson battles over there and loses possession. Up goes the flag as McBean is caught offside again. Won't matter though, because the ball's straight into the goalkeeper, who punts it forward. Big kick out looking for Dane Kelly. Backing into Steris, headed away, or clipped away actually by LA. Wilson on the ground to Van Schaik. Sliding challenge from the Galaxy midfielder. It'll be a throw-in for the Battery, level with the 18 on the far side. You're listening live here on Sports Radio, 1450 AM. Charleston Battery 1, LA Galaxy 0, here live from Blackboard Stadium. Covarrubias is up off the bench. Jersey pulled on. Looks like he's going to come in here in a minute. Oh, that's a good challenge from Van Schaik, and Charleston have some numbers. Slips it through to Kelly. He's got Griffith. It's Kelly going it alone. 2-0 Charleston.
Well, it's Jared Van Schaik right there who does the dirty work, taking over in the middle of the park, slipping up through a pass, which honestly wasn't his greatest in his career, but it just does slip through. I think it was Venter who couldn't get a piece on it, maybe Sordo, or excuse me, Steris, but either way, Dane Kelly collects, has plenty of options, but he likes to go in on his own, and I think he took the right one, desperately needing a goal after the first half. Let a little frustration creep in, but a goal to his name and the second on the year will help him out plenty.
Jojkovic makes way for Covarrubias. Covarrubias. There's a tricky one, that. Let's hope we get that right.
We'll have some fun saying that for the
apologies
next
to your
minutes.
parents if you're watching. As LA get us back underway. And, well, Kelly, he could have slipped it across to Quinton Griffith there, but selfishly went in on goal. And that's what you want from your strikers, the confidence to go to goal. As Charleston play it through, and he's just offside. Oh, I tell you what. I thought Venter was holding him on there. He was a bit slow to push out Venter, and I thought Diouf may have just been onside, but the flag straight up. Oh, he'd have been in on goal as well.
Yeah, and that's something that this team needs. Their strikers to start putting the ball in the back of the net.
Given away there as Charleston win it back. Sorry, Dane. Big 10 minutes this for LA Galaxy 2, you have to think.
Yeah, if they're going to try to get back into this game, they need a goal quickly. And, you know, with Covarrubias coming into the game, he's going to have to spark something, because at this point in the second half, they've been quite stagnant. It's been all Charleston Battery pushing forward.
And here they come again. Little 1-2 up goes to Kelly. It wasn't the intended pass, but it comes off as Kelly goes to ground to win it back. Now Van Schaik to Sanyang. Charleston rampant here. Sanyang turns with possession, rolls it to Wilson. Looks to chip down the line for Andre Lewis. Drags it down under control. Tackled away by LA. Van Schaik's not going to let them out, though. It'll be a free kick for LA Galaxy, level with the 18 on the far side. By the way, this is the first ever meeting between Charleston and Los Angeles Galaxy, the club Los Angeles Galaxy. We've never played LA in the Open Cup or in pre-season competition. Always hoped to draw them in the Cup, but never got them, particularly in the Beckham years.
Interesting that Los Dos comes in here to this game second in the league, 27 points overall, and they still have some skeptics, people who don't quite believe in them just yet. And maybe the reason for that is 9 of their first 14 games have been at home so far. 11 of them have been in California. So they've been a team that has been very, very fortunate with their scheduling.
Well, that's right, and it's a tough league, this, when you have to travel. You're not flying first class in USL Pro. You're taking long bus rides, and you're working hard to join the ranks of professional, lower division professional soccer, trying to get up to the major leagues, of course. And LA Galaxy 2 are going to make another change with, let's have a look, it's Stoikov making way for Laurent Courtois. 10 minutes almost played in the second half. 2 quick changes for Kurt Arnolfo. Falvey lines up the challenge there, and looked like he He won it just by default. It's played through the middle. They're opening up here for Dane Kelly. He slots it wide, but misses his pass there. Kelly looking for Lewis running through, and it's across for a throw-in on the far side. Hit long by LA Galaxy. McBean dispossessed by John Wilson. Chips it forward, looking for Diouf to run on. Headed away by LA. Soto challenged by Lewis. Hooked away now. Headed across for the captain Falvey, who got the first goal for Charleston. Sanyang will play it back and then turned all the way back to the goalkeeper, Additional Cooper.
Don't think he's had a save to make yet.
Free header there for Los Angeles in the back, and they'll work it forward here on the far side. McBean's drifted out to a far position, but the pass misses him, and Charleston take up the running now with Van Schaik, who's been full of running through the first 55 minutes. Kelly, a little flick pass, and that's a good ball. Looking for Diouf. It's hooked away by LA. Lewis controls it back to Wilson, and Charleston will build again now on the far side.
And those are the sort of touches from Kelly that, you know, he's got a little swagger, a little confidence to him, and the goal can certainly do that. Just a little flick on to try to set in Lewis. Didn't quite work out, but...
Angle ball out to this near side. It's kept in there, but a jetty is across quickly. Knocks it behind. It'll be a corner kick.
It's just so hard to get in behind Emmanuel Ajeti, isn't it? So quick in retrieving back.
Garcia comes across to take the corner again, this time from the near side. Fifth of the game for LA Galaxy 2. 10 minutes into the second half. LA looking to respond. They're 2-0 down. In it comes at the back post. It's headed over the bar. Goal kick, Charleston Battery.
It's been a few times now Rafael Garcia has put in a good ball. Has plenty of questions of his big boys in the middle, but that time it was Kyle Venter not able to steer it goalward.
Cooper clips it away, looking for Lewis at the halfway line. Big header away though by LA. It'll be a throw-in for Charleston. As we approach the hour mark, 57 minutes played here. Charleston Battery 2, LA Galaxy 0. Good tackle by Van Schaik. It's been the busiest in the midfield, with Sanyang kind of destroying alongside him. Lewis unable to control that one. It's a throw-in for LA, who've made a couple of changes. Let's see if it pays off. McBean pinning Ferguson. Cross comes in. It's not a bad ball, but there's no one really attacking it there, and Cooper can just drop to one knee and take the catch. 2 shots so far for LA Galaxy 2. Both coming from set pieces, from corners.
And that just tells you defensively how well Charleston has played. Very disciplined. Ferguson and Falvey in the back. Of course, getting the extra help from Ajeti just coming in this week.
Here comes LA now on this near side. Well, that one won't bother Cooper. He just scuffed it wide there. The fullback who was trying to help out with an overlapping run. Logan Emery trots back into position at the halfway line. Charleston 2-0 up here. I think it's the first time we've had a 2-goal lead this year at home.
For sure at home.
In league play. Beat Harrisburg by a big-ish score when we went up there earlier in the year, but struggled at home a little bit, Charleston, and that's not like Charleston as... Well, Griffith, well, he let him go, Logan. He didn't think he had the pace. Griffith running in, gets it to Kelly. Kelly's touch heavy, scuffs the shot. Griffith offside, and it'll break down with a free kick. Well, he's going to get an earful, this Logan Emery. He gave up on the play, and Griffith just came sprinting across and kept it in.
Have they not learned their lesson? I mean, what are they doing over here? Quinn Griffith, whenever the ball is on the side of the pitch, you got to be going 100% to the ball because he will most likely give you trouble. if you take a relaxed sort of attitude towards the ball.
Having a good game tonight, Griffith, who's just got that bit of freedom now,
Really?
playing at right midfield. He's got Jetty behind him there at right back. Of course, Griffith has been asked to play at right back for much of the season.
I don't think anybody in the team or in the stadium is happier to see Jet back at right back than Quinn Griffith.
Kelly battling but beaten off the ball. It's played forward. LA threatened here. Falvey comes across on the cover, clips it down the line. Jameson beaten off the ball by Quinton Griffith. Hit long, lovely slip header, and the chase is on, and Kelly's got some pace too. In on goal, Dane Kelly on his left foot. This time, he slices it over the bar. Out came the keeper, holds his head in his hands. He could have had a hat-trick by now, Dane.
Oh, whatever worries were settled off of the goal for the number 2 will be brought back right into the mind of Dane Kelly, who for the second time today has been one-on-one with the keeper. It just hasn't had the poise to finish it off, but how about the ball to slip in? It was a beautiful thing.
Here's a chance at the other end. LA in behind. Oh, he missed his pass. It was a great bit of movement from LA. It was the substitute Coravubias who tried to angle the ball back inside, but he missed the pass and it breaks down, and it's end-to-end here at Blackboard Stadium. Here come Charleston with John Wilson, who's got some pace of his own. Into the near side. A chance! Blocked off the line and headed over the bar on the follow-up by Kelly, and it'll be a goal kick, and the LA player got knocked down in the process.
Lewis is having a shout at the ref. Thought that there was a handball that originally stopped the first shot on goal that was certainly headed into the goal.
He's probably got a shout there, actually. It was a good counter-attack from the Battery, who flew forward. In the end, it's one. I can't tell you which LA player's down. I can't see the number, and let's hope he's okay. We did lose a player in the first half through injury, and asking for some help from the Battery trainer, I think. Maybe he got knocked down. Let's hope he's not knocked out.
And let me tell you something, Andrew. Some of the back four is getting very, very heavy-legged for LA.
Well, they've been chasing. That's the thing. I mean, Charleston have managed to turn them a couple of times with Griffith and Kelly. Kelly, well, did everything right. Pulled it onto his left foot and then just lifted it over the bar. It was a good slip header from Mamadou Diouf, wasn't
beautiful. It was beautiful for Dane Kelly. It was all there for him. And you even got to go back to the chance for Quentin Griffith, where he took on Logan Emery, beat him to the touchline, and just blew right by him. You see some tired legs out there in Charleston coming off of a 2-week break. I mean, this is really a time that they could take advantage here in the next 30 minutes or so.
The Battery front two, Diouf and Kelly, really clicking now. And I'll tell you what, if Kelly takes his chances, if Andre Lewis takes his chance of a second ago, LA Galaxy would be put to the sword here. As it is, it's 2-0, and this game is still very much alive for them. And Charleston Battery's athletic trainer has come on to help as well. Just having a look. Looks like the player is being helped off. There may be some blood over there, you know, in which case we'll need the doctor. I think there is some action on the bench. I think LA aren't going to mess around. They're going to make a substitution here, which will be their 4th of the game. But at the moment, Los Angeles Galaxy 2 are reduced to 10 men. I think it's Venter who got knocked down. Steres it is. Daniel Steres, the former Hammerhead. Well, let's hope he's okay. Charleston hunting in packs, but he gets away with it there. That's good work from Courtois. Gets it wide to the far side. LA looking to try and get something and get back into this game. 64 minutes in. Charleston 2, Los Angeles 1. Oh, and that's given away, and Charleston coming forward again. It's Kelly looking up. Can he find a teammate? He's going to go it alone. Steris trying to hold him off. Now he'll whip it out to the far side. It's Griffith, Quinton Griffith. Works it inside to Andre Lewis. Thought about the first time shot. Goes back to Griffith, who's offside. And it all breaks down for the Battery as LA prepare to make another change.
Disappointing there is slow play just results in a sloppy change of possession off a sides call, excuse me.
Venter is off, Dane, and it was Venter that got knocked to the ground, and it looks like it's Martin who's going to come in to replace him. He didn't seem too happy, Venter, but maybe they're just being precautionary here, because I think he got a blow to the head, which is what knocked him down in the first place.
Yeah, well, whatever it was all in the efforts to spare the team, because every ounce was needed on that last sequence.
Here's McBean, wide to Jameson. 2 in the middle for LA. Goes to the byline. Can he get past the jetty? Forces back into the middle. Out to this near side. Logan sends it to the back post. Hooked away by Charleston. It's Sanyang who takes up the running. Diouf keeps possession for Charleston. Goes to ground. Play on, says the referee. No foul. That one through the legs of Griffith as Emery plays it back square. And it looks like Garcia's slotted in to the middle of the defence there with Venter off. There's a little flick there from McBean, and Jameson at the edge of the 18 onto his left foot, blocked by Emmanuel Ajeti. It'll be a corner kick for LA Galaxy.
Jameson, he's full of flicks and tricks over here on this near side, but really Jetty too quick for it. I mean, he is just everywhere. Has not allowed Jameson an inch of space.
66 minutes in. Short corner taken up to the top of the 18. Garcia sends it back to Courtois. Pokes it across. Headed down. Flag up. Offside. Free kick Charleston. There have been a lot of offsides, haven't there? 13 so far. Combined. 8 for the Battery, 5 for LA Galaxy 2. But it has been an entertaining game, I'll tell you what. Finally, Charleston win a decision at the halfway line as the ball comes out from the back. It's a throw-in for the Battery, who, Charleston, if they had been a bit more clinical in front of goal, would be cantering home for 3 points here. But as it is, there's still a way back for LA. They need to find a goal, you would think, in the next 10 or 15 minutes to make for a grandstand finish. 67 minutes here. Charleston Battery 2, LA Galaxy 0. We're live on Sports Radio, 1450 AM. Don't forget to join us on Monday at the Three Lions Club below me here at Blackboard Stadium for the USA-Ghana match. Pub will open at noon. US kickoff at 6 o'clock. Lovely header forward for Dane Kelly. Griffith continues his run. Kelly holds it up. Waits for some help. It's Emmanuel Ajeti now. Rolls it back to the captain, Falvey.
Starting to press a little more is LA, knowing that they've got to get a goal here soon. Maybe trying to get the back line to force a mistake.
Garcia squares it to Steris, out to the far side. Sorto, back inside to Steris, at the halfway line. Charleston going from left to right in the first half as Sanyang comes in, breaks up the pass, but LA onto the loose ball first. Back at the halfway line now with Steris.
I'll tell you, Andrew, the counter...
All the way back to the keeper. Sorry, Dane.
I was just going to say that the counter is on for the Charleston Battery. These guys, LA, they have pushed everybody forward and really exposed the boys in the back.
There's a strike from Courtois that will miss the target. Would always be difficult coming down there on the volley. I think the pace of the Battery front four has really caused LA some problems tonight, and with a couple of changes in the back to deal with as well.
I mean, you got to think Bradley Diallo coming out. That's their first choice at center back to partner up with Venter, and having him go out early on has really been a bit troublesome for Los Dos.
Battery have been at it tonight, though, as the ball comes out to this near side. It's Jameson. Squares it back inside to the substitute, Martin. It's a short one back to Garcia, out to this near side. Emery. Oh, he just got caught in possession. That's a bit cheeky, isn't it? As Diouf brings it away. Rolls it out to the far side. Lewis coming on. 3 in the middle for the Battery. Cross comes into the back post, headed away by Garcia. Only as far as Van Schaik. On for Kelly. Kelly clips it out to Griffith. Griffith has a crack. It's just wide of the target. Goal kick.
Oh, and was he going for a goal? If he was, he had maybe a dime of space to work with on that far post, because he went with the curler with the right foot, really cut off his angle with that selected shot. But
I think it was Martin who got caught in possession, didn't he? Just a bit criminal, really.
It was Emery.
It was Emery, actually. Just got caught in possession and just is going to have to be a bit more careful with the ball. LA can't afford to give it away. They need to get it forward and try and find a goal here. It's McBean, who scored a few this year. Here they come now. Los Angeles Galaxy. Cut out by Ajeti. Rolls it short to Van Schaik. A little 1-2. Ajeti rounds the defender. Emery back inside to Sanyang. It's played over the top. Garcia reads the pass. Martin, good header down. And LA gather it back now with Soto. Inside to Steris. Garcia. It's been a humid day here today, and I'm sure the Galaxy players are feeling it here in the Low Country. We had some rain earlier, which always makes it worse. It's like playing underwater sometimes. As it's forced all the way back to the goalkeeper, Cody Lorendi. Now Garcia, quick ball out to him. He's got acres of space ahead of him. Brings it to the halfway line. He's asking for the midfield to come and help. Now he hits it long. Trying to get it over the fullback. Good ball, but too much pace on it. Throw in Charleston. And the Battery are going to make a change. It's going to be Mamadou Diouf who will make way for a midfielder in Justin Portillo.
Diouf coming off the field. Maybe a little upset that he didn't get to get his name up there on the board. But he did put in a great shift with, you know, his support play, helping out Dane Kelly, making those runs, checking back into the middle of the park and allowing Dane Kelly to find some space as he pushes up. He's been really good off the counterattack. A couple of flicks have really set in Dane Kelly and Quentin Griffith. So Mamadou Diouf, 1 goal to his name this season, but he really did everything else tonight.
He started off on a tear, didn't he? Scoring against Orlando. We'll come back to that as Kelly lumps it forward and Griffith gives chase. The keeper off his line quickly out of the box. Has to just lash it away.
How nervous do you think Lorendi was after seeing what Quentin Griffith's done to the rest of his outfield boys?
I know, he got forward so quickly. Yeah, Diouf scored in that opening day game against Orlando. The Battery were looking for 3 points against Orlando, and they scored the opening goal. But Orlando City came back and tied it, and they haven't looked back. Are still unbeaten, Orlando City, which is remarkable to this stage in the season. I think it's 14 games now. Not sure they're going to have that much success next year when they join the ranks of Major League Soccer. Doubt they'll find it quite as easy, but you never know. Kaká and Rubinho would help. The 2 players rumoured to be going there. We'll see if that comes to fruition as Martin gets it wide. This is better from LA, a better spell. 73rd minute. LA with possession. They'll play it long here into the box. Falvey underneath it, snaps the header away for Quentin Griffith. Controls it. Cuts past Jameson. Rolls it to Falvey. Falvey hammers it high into the stands. Throw in. LA Galaxy and Charleston are going to make another change here. And it will be Andre Lewis who makes way for Mena on this near side. Adam Mena.
Well-deserved applause for Andre Lewis. Set up the first goal. Really has done a good job. And what's been most impressive for me in terms of Andre Lewis is just his transformation into a really talented, skillful on-the-ball attacker to now he's kind of a full-faceted player where he can drop back. He'll fight back if he loses possession. He's really sort of adopted that Mike Anhauser Charleston Battery philosophy in his time here at the Battery.
LA are going to make another change as well. We mentioned the conditions. It's a warm day here. Taking advantage of the opportunity to bring Rugg out, who makes way. Rugg makes way for Travis Bowen.
Tough game for Rugg, the 19th pick in the 2013 draft, MLS draft, and barely called his name here today.
Yeah, he didn't do much, did he? Didn't have the opportunity, really. You would have to say rather, as Falvey pings it away. Martin can't handle the ball that's played forward, and now the chase is on with the fresh legs of Mena, but he won't catch up to the ball. It's into touch on the far side for a throw-in. 15 minutes to play. Charleston 2-0 up here.
And another chance for Mena in the last quarter of an hour to impress some people at home. He's been a little underwhelming here in his first half of his first season at the Charleston Battery, but we saw him in preseason when he was really finding his form, and he's a kid who can play. He's great out on the wings. If he gets a chance to get into the box and put a head on a ball, he's more than capable of doing so.
Falvey has to stretch. Oh, that's not the best clearance, but it was handled by the striker coming through there. Courtois.
No one happier to hear the whistle than Colin Falvey, who got himself into a little bit of trouble there, trying to maybe be a bit too cheeky in the back line.
Been a good performance so far from the Battery. 2-0 up. There's still 15 minutes to play as Kelly beaten in the air by Steris. Van Schaik just shapes a pass out to the far side for Wilson, who plays it down the line, and Mena's got round the defender. He was just caught napping a little bit. Squares it into the middle. It's a good ball in. It's away by LA. Soto just got caught on the wrong side of the Battery midfielder there. Charleston win it back at the halfway line. It's Wilson inside to Portillo. I was watching training this week. Portillo was banging them in. Flag up for offside. It'll be a free kick for LA Galaxy too. And you have to say it's been a good last 10 minutes for LA. You've just taken the sting out of the Battery, Dane.
Well, you would expect that. Down 2 goals, you need the LA Galaxy, if you're their coach, to come out and sort of try to cut this game down. Give yourself a chance in the last 10-15 minutes. And Charleston, they've held strong so far, but they can't hear them knocking at the door, and they're just going to have to hold on for a bit longer.
Long ball down the far side. That looked like it struck Wilson's arm. The referee allows play to continue as Van Schaik comes in and wins the tackle again. He's been very good tonight, Jared Van Schaik. It's a free kick for the Battery as we approach the last 10 minutes here at Blackboard Stadium. Be a big win this for Charleston, and well, some eyebrows may be raised on the West Coast, as LA will have lost a second straight game if this scoreline holds. Still will be in second place after the match tonight, as the ball is hooked clear. It's a throw-in for Charleston on the far side. It was a home loss to Rochester, though, the previous result, as Kelly is tackled. Mena controls the loose ball, works it across, looking for Griffith at the back post. Griffith wins the header. One on the second ball, though, by LA. Here they come to the halfway line. That's a lovely pass out to this near side. Jameson being urged forward. Can he get past the jetty? No is the answer. And Portillo takes up the running now for Charleston. Flicks it across to Adam Mena. Will hold it up at the halfway line. Brings Wilson into the play. Wilson squares it to Van Schaik. All the way back to the captain, Falvey, as Charleston possess and make the Los Angeles Galaxy work. Jetty flicks it forward. Oh, that's a terrible header. Kelly's in on goal again. He goes to ground as he tried to go around the keeper. Well, he's had a hat-trick of chances. Well, 4 chances, scored 1, but unable to apply the finish there, Dane.
Yeah, we'll call it a hat-trick of errors then, because Dane Kelly, man, he could have had a 4-bagger here today instead.
Well, it was a poor header from Garcia that put him through. Portillo's going to slip that one into the gap, but he was too slow with the pass, and it'll go all the way through to the keeper instead.
And you just got to wonder, I mean, that's 3 chances just in this game. If Dane Kelly would have been able to finish off maybe half the chances that he's seen in this 2014 campaign, you'll wonder what the Battery's record could have been, because all these games that they're losing or dropping points, they've all been by 1, maybe 2 goals. So it's certainly something that Dane Kelly is going to have to work on, and he won't be happy with himself, even with the goal and the two-goal lead.
In his defense, he's had a stop-start season, Kelly. Hasn't
Right.
played every game. Off he comes. Cordovez comes in. He got the goal tonight. Could have had a couple more. You can see the disappointment, but needs to focus on the positives. It was a great finish for the goal that he did score. It's Van Schaik now for the Battery. Chips it forward, looking for Cordovez. The fresh legs for the big Cuban striker. He turns towards goal. He's going at them, Cordovez. He's got Mena wide. Slips it out to Adam Mena now. Mena working on the far side. Cuts it back onto his right foot. Wilson in support. Charleston with numbers in the box. Slips it through to Portillo. Tackled over there on the far side. It'll be a corner kick for the Battery. 10 minutes to play. Charleston 2, LA 0. And you have to say, really, the scoreline flattering LA at this point.
Right.
They're going to take a corner on the far side. I think Van Schaik is over there to take it. Crowd getting into it below us. Here's the delivery. Whipped into a good area. Headed away by Galaxy. Hooked away now to towards the halfway line. Wilson heads it back. Sanyang cushions it. Slips it through to Falvey. Griffith plays it into a great area. It's away by LA for a throw-in on this near side.
Little panache from the center back, Colin Falvey, letting it trickle through his legs.
Cordovez controls it in the box from the throw. Can he find Griffith? He can. Griffith whips it in, headed away. Corner kick, Charleston. Galaxy under the cosh here at the end.
No rush to take it as Portillo just trots to the corner. And
I'll tell you what, Griffith has been superb tonight. Offensively and defensively.
reveling in his role as a midfielder instead of a defender.
A great game. Portillo works it in, headed away by LA. There was a challenge from Sanyang. Down goes the Los Angeles man, and it will be a free kick for LA Galaxy. It was Emery who got knocked down, and that will bring on the athletic trainer again. He's hopping onto the field there.
Well, he's had a busy night, hasn't he, Logan Emery? He's been the one assigned to mark, or at least keep, Quinn Griffith as quiet as he possibly could, but the Antiguan has just had a field day out here, running like a track star on this near side, and really, really impressive. Has had a couple chances at goal, but has unselfishly looked to pass them off, and he's had a fantastic game, though.
First visit to Blackboard Stadium for Los Angeles Galaxy. They've struggled, I think, with the conditions a little bit, and Charleston looking the stronger and quicker throughout the match. 2-0 up. There's not too much time left. If they want to get back into this game, they need a goal quickly, the Galaxy. There's about 8.5 minutes to play.
This is the first of 3 road games, weekend road games in the next 3 weeks for LA, Charleston, Arizona, and Orlando City.
Well, that Orlando City is going to be a tricky one. So I'm sure they'll be targeting some points in Phoenix if they can get them.
And this is a team in LA that they've only played 2 teams in the top 6. Sacramento, they are 0-2-1 against them. And Rochester, they just lost 2-1 on Wednesday. So against the top tier teams in the league, they have really struggled.
To this point, yep, you're right. As they attack here, Courtois hooked that one out of nowhere, headed away by Charleston. Griffith hooks it up high and long, looking for Cordovez. Awkward little touch from Garcia, but he got enough on it. Portillo sliding in. That should have been a free kick, but the advantage is with LA Galaxy. And here they come at the halfway line with Steres. Martin now has a look up, and that's a nice ball out to this near side. It's Emery on the left foot. Shapes a cross in, punched away by the Battery. Portillo controls the loose ball.
83 minutes, and that's the first bit of work that Odesno Cooper's had to do.
Well, Cooper's going to play. Oh, he's got his flag up here. They're saying the ball came across the line. Otherwise, Cordovez was in on goal.
A couple people in the crowd who probably didn't have as good of a view as the linesman down there on the near side disagreeing with it. But as you said, Cordovez did a good job working on a tightrope over there, trying to keep it in bounds.
Steres for Los Angeles Galaxy. Up to Courtois, the substitute. Looking for McBean to show for it, but beaten off the ball, and now it's Mena for the Battery. Leaves it for Portillo. Advantage. Play on, says the referee, as Sanyang turns into trouble. Gets it across for Griffith. This time he won't get there first. The referee's going to pull it back, though. There was really no advantage after the foul. It's a free kick for the Battery at the halfway line. It's almost been like an angry performance tonight from Charleston, who have shown no mercy. They've really been after it, and Portillo flicks it forward. The Charleston Battery looking for more. It's flicked through, and Cordovez is behind the fullback. Emery, you just got caught napping there, and it's still Cordovez! Oh, what a finish! 3-0.
And you know he was looking for the pass until the last minute, but he cuts it back on the left, and he's been waiting to unleash a left-footed rocket like that for this entire 2014 season. Cordovez, the Cuban missile, puts home the insurance goal. 3-0, and Charleston should be well on their way to 3 points at home.
Now, I think the 3 points are in the bag. Logan Emery having a word with the referee, but really, he just lost focus there, and he got caught out of position, and it was Cordovez who nicked in there and turned him inside the box and then finished neatly to make it 3-0, and the Battery are going to get the 3 points. Oh, that's a poor ball from Emery there. It's given away. Given away in turn, though, by Cordovez. One back by Sanyang. Goes to ground to get it to Portillo. Now Van Schaik.
You don't want to be too harsh on anybody out there, but it seems like Emery turned off after about the 65th minute. Really has struggled in the last about 25 minutes or so, 20-25 minutes, and Charleston has taken advantage of in the form of 2 goals.
Still 5 minutes to play. That looked like handball. Yes, free kick LA. And Charleston will make a change here with Quinton Griffith coming off. What a game from the Antiguan tonight. Handshake from Coach Anhauser. On comes Aminu Abdallah. With about 3 minutes remaining, LA looking, you would think, for a consolation here. Garcia. Right-footed ball into the box. Chested down by McBean. Blocked away. Charleston can counter-attack. They've got numbers forward again. It's a bit open at the back, and it's Sanyang flying out of the back with possession for the Battery. Gets it to Cordovez. LA back goal side behind the ball. It's Ajeti now. All the way back to Cooper, the goalkeeper. First time ball looking for Wilson. Cushions the pass. It's a back heel at the halfway line. Well, that's a bit cheeky, really. And LA get the ball back with Steres. Sends it long for McBean. Ferguson trying to block it into touch. I don't think McBean's got the energy left to fight there, and it'll be a goal kick for the Battery.
87 minutes down 3-0. That's a tough one to justify putting your full effort into, especially when you're trying to work around somebody as good with their body as Sean Ferguson.
Couple of minutes to go, Dame. Well, this is a performance from the Battery that we haven't really seen yet this year.
No, it's something that flat out, through and through, they dominated from start to finish. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit, to Colin Falvey, who did well not only in scoring the goal, but shoring things up defensively, captaining that back line. Ferguson, Ajeti, and Wilson all have had fantastic games. And let's give no short amount of credit to Emmanuel Ajeti, who I think in the second half of this season will revolutionize and rejuvenate this Charleston, not only back four, but entire squad. He is a guy who brings a lot of energy. He is a fun guy to play with and watch. And there you go right there. You can talk about Quinton Griffith being allowed to push up in the field.
Here come LA. Maybe a chance for McBean. Edge of the 18. He shoots wide of the target. Just opened up for him for a second. Ajeti was in Ghana this time last week and struggling a bit with his sleeping apparently this week with the time change. But thrust into the starting lineup, and looks like he's relished his opportunity here tonight.
Yeah. Whether he's got jet lag or whether he was suffering from it, we couldn't tell the difference because he has been the same Jet we've always known here at Blackbaud Stadium.
away by Los Angeles. McBean the target, battling with Ferguson, who wins the initial header and then lumps it away to the halfway line. There to be one in the midfield. It's Martin. Right down the middle for McBean. Controls it, but he's closed down quickly and it breaks down for him, and Charleston with possession as Mena knocks it through the middle straight to the keeper. We are in the 90th minute. Charleston are going to romp home with 3 points tonight. 3-0 up here. And it's the response that Coach Anhauser was looking for, I'm sure, after being defeated 2-0 away 2 weeks ago to Orlando. Jetty gets it forward. Good touch from Cordovez. Mena angles the header forward, but it's controlled by Los Angeles Galaxy. Driven out to the far side. That one's overhit. And Charleston will get it back. They'll be looking for a fourth goal here, you know, the Battery. There's not too much time remaining. Stoppage time separating them from the end of the game. Let's see how much they add on. We're into that time right now. 4 minutes to play here at Blackboard Stadium. And I would think for the Galaxy, those 4 minutes can't come soon enough.
It's an interesting point in the season for Los Dos, isn't it? I mean, this is a team that came into the game against Rochester with just 2 losses on the season. And now in their last 2, they've dropped consecutive games. So
really need to get something out of that game in Phoenix, don't they? And
you're exactly
try and stop
right
the rot.
about
You
that.
don't want to turn 2 losses into 4. That's for sure.
Especially with the game against Orlando impending in that next week, and that Arizona game is going to be very important.
Not that Orlando are predestined to win, but they have been winning games for fun.
It's kind of the way it's gone so a lot of times this season, though, that's for sure.
Wilson in on the 50-50, and it'll be a throw for LA. We've played a minute of the 4. And we've had an entertaining game here tonight. A lot of the fans have made their way out, or making their way out, trying to beat the traffic. Trying to get home and get back to the TV for the World Cup, I'm sure, as well. That one works its way out to Jameson. Jetty across to mark him. Running it, Emmanuel Jetty. Goes to the outside. He's going to get to the byline. Plays it in. Spilled by the keeper, but Charleston get it clear. They're appealing for handball, Los Angeles, but not given. And Charleston play it over the top. Cordovez is onside. The bounce not kind to him, and he'll bring it back under control at the halfway line. Now Abdallah. Can he slip a pass through? It's Sanyang. From distance, Amadou Sanyang. That won't trouble LA.
Sanyang, who hasn't had a chance really in this game to push up too much. That's been the responsibility that's been laid on the shoulders of Jared Van Schaik. So, hey, if your chances have been few and far between, might as well have a go when you're 3-0 up in stoppage time from 40 out.
3-0 the scoreline. Charleston ahead here. USL Pro action for you tonight on Sports Radio 1450. Thanks for staying with us throughout the game and on the Battery's YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere at the final whistle. We'll have post-game coverage for you, including hopefully a conversation with Mike Anhauser. Interested to get his thoughts. Oh, that's nicked away. Charleston threaten again with Mena. Mena tackled and fouled. It'll be a free kick for the Battery. There won't be too much time to take it.
I'm sure Falvey will be pushing up into the box looking for his brace off the set piece.
Yeah, he scored the first and got him underway. Kelly with the second.
Just
and,
one center back pushing up, though, as Ferguson trails.
Cordovez the third goal. It's Portillo with the free kick for Charleston. Clips it into the back post. It's too close to the keeper. Comfortable catch. And you can blow your whistle now, ref. We've played almost 4 minutes of the stoppage time. As that clearance by Emery is blocked down. He got lucky there as it goes straight back to his keeper. Tired looking Logan Emery, the left back on this near side. He trots forward now. Difficult to come to the low country and play in the humidity. They try and target him with that ball across. It's chested down expertly by Emmanuel Ajeti.
Fitting way to essentially end the match. Jetty with a little chest back to Odesno Cooper, who has had little else to do here tonight.
Well, by my watch, full time should be whistled here in a second. It's Portillo for the Battery. Turns, goes backwards to Ajeti. Rolls it up the middle to Sanyang. Play continues. Sanyang through the middle to Cordovez. Onside. Play on, says the referee. Sanyang again. Slips it forward. There's the final whistle. The Battery get the points. 3-0 winners over Los Angeles Galaxy 2. The first meeting between the clubs. And, well, they were good value for it tonight. The Battery. LA steamrolled a little bit here in Charleston.
Yeah. I mean, this was a result that I think tomorrow, waking up everybody around the USL Pro community is going to be a little taken back by. I mean, 3-0 at home for the Charleston Battery. This is a team that, A, hasn't done well at home, B, hasn't done well this season to this point. But this may be a breakout win for the boys in black and yellow. And for LA, I mean, this is a 2-game skid that this young team is going to have to bounce back and come out of this the better, because there's some learning experiences they can, some learning lessons that they can certainly take into account coming out of this game. But another tough road stretch with Arizona and Orlando to come, and those points will be certainly needed down the road. So they remain at 27 points. Charleston gets a big help as they came into this game at 8th place, but now will move up in the table with
16 points.
16 points
For the Battery. They still have 2 games on LA, but wouldn't be able to catch them if they did get maximum points out of the games in hand. LA off to such a good start this year. 90 minutes done here at Blackboard Stadium. The Battery winning 3-0. We're going to take a break. When we come back, post-game coverage for you here on Sports Radio 1450 AM. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the post-game show after these words.